Welcome back to part 19 of Death End Request 2, where today we're going to be finding Liliana and hopefully Abigail. Speaking of...
Liliana! What a relief! There you are! My... Roddy? Sorry for not finding you sooner. I promise you'll never be alone again. Yeah, totally. We're here for you, Liliana. Thank you. Your face is filthy. Let me wipe it. Okay. Thank you. Oh, there. We're here. Everything's gonna be okay. Yeah. Liliana, you don't have to answer us right away. But could you tell us what happened with your mom? We were talking alone in the room. It was fine. Until midway through, my mother grinned at me. Okay. Then? As we spoke, my mother said, "Good girl, Liliana. Mommy wants to live with you again." I was ecstatic, so I pleaded her to live with me. Then... Go on. Then... It was like she felt this sudden pain, and she became scary again. What did she do to you? Sorry, that was out of line. If it's painful to talk about, you don't... It's fine. We're friends. You two should know my story. Before, my mother was so different. So much nicer. I was born in a town far, far away. An average family living a quaint life.
Liliana, why don't we take you somewhere for our next vacation?
Don't be shy. Wherever you want. Your happiness is all that matters to us.
I'll be happy anywhere if I have you two.
Oh, precious child.
Oh, very well. I will plan a magnificent trip. One you'll never forget.
During dinner, my parents and I would eat and talk all night. On their days off, they often took me out. As far as I knew, I had the perfect childhood. One day, the recession hit my father's company hard, and it went under. I think that's when it all started. My father began to isolate himself. Everything changed.
It's only noon and you're drinking already. Why don't you get a job?
Shut up! What do you know, woman?
I ask for an inch and you take a mile. I'm fed up.
Huh? What'd you say to me? Say it to my face!
I'll say it over and over again. Since you don't work, our home is falling apart. When will you wake up?
Oh, what the hell? Not you too! You wanna make a fool of me too?
Mommy! Daddy! Stop! I woke up to the sounds of my father yelling every morning, followed by some dish or glass shattering. It was like that for a few months. When my grandfather and grandmother, people who were helping us, committed suicide, things between my parents got even worse. My mom started berating and beating me.
What are you looking at, Liliana?
Mommy?
I'm asking, what the hell do you think you're looking at? Huh? What the hell are you looking at? Huh?
Ouch! Stop!
You want to make a fool of me too?
Ow! months. My father locked himself in the basement. Only then did my mom stop hitting me. Sure, it was nice to go without being hit, but I just wanted my parents to talk to one another. I also wanted to talk to my parents like I used to, but I couldn't. I was terrified. One day, the police began patrolling our house a lot more often.
Eastern region. Victim is an older male. Several deep lacerations along the abdomen. Internal organs appear to be gouged out.
Are you serious? That's the 5th this month. This place is cursed.
Could be us next. We can't live like this.
Word of the serial killer spread hastily throughout the neighborhood. A few days after the first rumors, I saw my father's basement door cracked ajar. I hesitated as I took a step inside, though I was unprepared for what I saw. It was horrible. Daddy, what are you doing?
Hmm? Oh, Liliana. Can't you tell? I'm calling the devil. I need to make him happy.
Organs were strewn all over the basement. A thick pool of blood oozed below. My stomach sank. These are not from an animal. Where did they come from?
Now, I'll bring joy to the world. You know, I've heard voices, the devil's. Once I started listening, I realized all of humanity is depressed.
What's gotten into you, Daddy?
I did what I had to do. Whatever I needed to understand this demon, I'm ready.
Snap out of it, Daddy!
Oh, don't I look normal? Oh, yes, I have a favor to ask.
What is it?
I'm missing some human organs. Could I use yours?
Oh! Let me go!
It's all right. I found the key to instant happiness.
Daddy?
Oh, Liliana, it's you. What are you doing here? Are you making a fool of me?
My father succumbed to his derangement, so I fled from the room. I ran out of the house screaming for help to save my dad from the devil. Shortly after, the authorities arrived, bringing with them an exorcist. I assured myself that my father would be saved. My parents' marriage would be saved. But I was mistaken. The exorcist tied up my father and subjected him to ghastly torture.
Shit! Save me!
Tighten his ropes! He may resist.
Stop! My dad! You're hurting him! I pleaded with them to let him go. But the adults pinned him down. There was nothing I could do.
Child, we are purging the devil from your father's soul. Sit there and be a good girl, okay?
Devil? Will Dad be better?
That's right. Your father's suffering is the work of the devil. He may be saved yet.
If you interfere, we may suspect you too are possessed. We wouldn't want that, would we?
But they saved my father's soul. It's all the devil's fault. My mother also became ill too. But at least their souls are safe.
Liliana.
Later, when I told my mother that my father had been saved, she said,
It's all your fault. All because you looked in that room. You ruined our family.
I began to suspect my mother was possessed too. She continued treatment at the hospital. Over time, she's gotten better. Truthfully, this inspired my desire to become an exorcist. I want to spare innocent children from my fate and grow up fatherless. It seems my mother is still not fully herself, though. Her behavior is unthinkable to me.
I see.
That must have scared you. But your mother was recently discharged. Maybe she's just tired.
True. She may not be all better, but she wanted to see you so bad that she came.
Indeed. I just hope you're right. She said she didn't want me. Only because she's ill, right?
Of course. I'll say it as many times as you need to hear it. You did nothing wrong.
Okay.
Alright, let's go home. Wanna come up to our room?
Yeah, come on. Wait, what about Abigail? Wasn't she with you?
Abigail? No, I didn't see her. I just ran and cried. Before I knew it, I was alone.
Maybe she lost sight of you and went back to the dorm. Liliana, are you okay?
I'm fine. Let's find Abigail together.
No, I can handle it. You two go back to the dorm.
But if you go alone...
It's fine. As soon as I find Abigail, I'll go home too.
Okay, got it. You better come back soon.
I'll wait up for you, Mai.
Don't be so sappy, Roddy. It's not safe here. Go on and take Liliana back. Why do I have a bad feeling about this? Abigail, where are you?
Yeah, that's kind of a beefer that kind of just comes there. Like, you already got a few hints that something wasn't right, but Liliana just kind of drops everything on you right then and there. At that point, when it came up with the choice, I didn't mention it, but you want to pick to go out of your way to search for Abigail, otherwise Abigail dies. There isn't a death end tied to making the wrong choice there. It's just you lose Abigail, and so it's another character you won't be able to talk to around the dorm. So, for the sake of showing every scene, and the sake that, you know, I don't want to just let people die, I'm going to save Abigail by going out of my way to look for her. Also, while you're at it, over here is a Neo Whip Spider, which is one of the 3 you need to find in the area. There's only one you can get on today. The other 2 will be got on the next day, so don't worry about it too much right now. But yeah, Liliana unfortunately was the victim of severe child abuse, and her parents were arguably possessed by the devil, or just became very intent devil worshippers. Either way, both of which led to her inspiration to become an exorcist, and why she is the way she is, and why she seems a little bit wiser and more mature in her years, because, well, she's been traumatized. She's had to kind of grow up a little bit, despite her age. Be wary, regardless of if you're over-leveled from the side quest of yesterday or not, that going against these enemies on your own is going to be very dangerous. Your luck will run out eventually. You'll need to get unlucky once and it'll be over. And like I said, I'm not using any of the DLC characters. Well, they're not DLC, but you know what I mean. The extras that are just added. Because it kind of defeats the point. The entire purpose of this bit is that you're going out on your own. Even if there's only a couple encounters you're likely to have before it ends, you're still going out on your own. So then just having Sheena, for instance, in the group kind of ruins the point.
Liliana, where are you?
Oh, there you are, Abigail.
Oh, Mai! What do I do? I lost sight of Liliana.
She's fine. We just found her. She calmed down, so Roddy's taking her back.
Oh, great. I tried to keep up, but I'm out of shape. Frustrating. I'm just glad she's safe. Thanks for finding her, Mai.
Hey, you ran after her straight away. I just stood there. Normally you're pretty mellow, but you reacted immediately. That was unexpected.
Hey, no problem. Liliana is one of our most cherished residents.
Yeah, but when push comes to shove, not many act in the face of trouble.
Well, well. Is that praise I hear? Thank you, Mai.
Anyway, I'm glad I found you. Roddy and Liliana were worried. Let's head back to the dorm.
Okay, Oh, earlier? I thought I saw something strange in the woods. Wish I could see it again.
What was it?
Weird lettering. I had never seen that font before.
Death end warning, save your game. If you want the death end, click head straight back. Which might seem odd, but yeah, you need to head straight back. Don't look for the code.
We can look for it when it's light out.
You make a good point. At this hour, we might not be able to see it. You know what they say, curiosity killed the cat. I forgot how late it was.
I wonder if it was a password. Anyways, let's go.
Sure thing.
Roddy, Liliana, I'm back. Huh? They're not here. Are they in my room? You're kidding. They should have made it home by now. No! No! I think we parted ways around here. What's that sound? Is someone there? Maybe it's a farmer. But why would they work out in the dark? Did something happen to them? Guys, where are you? Roddy? Liliana? I don't like the sound of that. Oh no. Is that an animal? No, it can't be. Surely it's just a fish. Someone's gutting a fish or something.
Yeah, for reasons you couldn't have possibly known, Rotti and Liliana did actually turn back on themselves to go look for Mai after you separated. So ditching them accidentally results in their death.
Hey, you mentioned a password? What's that?
Basically, something I'm trying to find. I'm just curious if that's what you saw.
I have no clue, but I certainly hope it's what you're looking for.
It's pretty likely. Think you could point me towards it?
Sure, leave it to me.
Thanks, Abigail. Oh, and let's keep an eye out for creepy crawlies.
Of course. It's scary out here.
It is indeed, Abigail. It is indeed. It's getting really dark. We should head back to the dorm. You're right. If we don't turn around, Sarah might have it out for me. No, not might. She definitely will. I'm sure Rotti and Liliana have made it back by now. Sarah's so dependable, but she's a terror when she's upset. I can imagine. Sarah seems to be the only person brave enough to put Abigail in line. I guess that works for them. I told them I'd be right back, so I don't want to upset Rotti. Huh? Oh, is that Rotti and Liliana? What are they doing here? Oh, there you are. What a relief. Abigail's with you too. Yes, what a blessing. What the? Why are you two still out? I told you to go home because it's dangerous. Oh, how weird. Forgive me, I was worried about you, so I suggested we tread carefully the chance we run into you. Hey, no, don't blame Liliana. I was worried too, so I tagged along. These girls. Even so, it's late. One wrong move could have been fatal. You've seen it yourself. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but you said you'd be right back, and you totally weren't. Wow, that's so considerate of her. We're really scared. We even considered turning back around. Sounds familiar. Rotti's right. You did the same thing, Mai. Abigail interrupted with a playful jab. Yeah, but it's dangerous. But then you went off on your own out of worry for me. You got these worried too. Well, I guess I started it all since I sprinted after Liliana. I guess we're all to blame. Does that work for you? Yes, ma'am. Abigail immediately smoothed over the tension in a fallible sort of way. Guess that's why she's the RA. Sorry, Mai. Forgive me, Mai. No, I'm the sorry one. Yay! Now that's settled, let's make our way back to the dorm.
Hey, Lydia, you're going too fast.
Haruta, you're just a slowpoke. Keep up!
It's mad to ask a programmer to go on a run after an all-nighter. Didn't you stay up all night too? How do you have so much energy?
Maybe youth is on my side.
Rude.
Come on, Haruta, hurry up! Or they'll be all out of the game that launched today.
You don't have to rush. It's not gonna sell out. Please, let's walk.
It started as a casual conversation between me and Arata Mizanashi.
I've been meaning to ask. What brought you to Enigma?
I saw an ad in the paper, I guess?
Seriously? Lydia, most people who apply to game companies want to, you know, work on games. Guess that's not a given, is it?
Huh? Game? What are you talking about?
Are you serious?
Arata lent me a game and walked me through it. His passion for games inspired me to make them. Enigma's philosophy. Who knew life could be like this? This is nothing like the life I had before. Being an otaku was a breath of fresh air. Once Arata showed me the ropes, I was immediately hooked.
Worth mentioning, both Roti and Liliana are a bit unequipped with their stuff, so you want to re-equip them next time you get the chance to. It's morning. Oh, good morning, Mai. Liliana, who slept beside me that night, woke up when I did. Sorry, did I wake you? Did you get any sleep? Oh yes, at first I had trouble, but since you were beside me I managed to get some sleep. I couldn't abandon Liliana in a distraught state, so I offered her to join me. Glad to hear you got some sleep. Feeling any better? Yes, thanks to your generosity, I was asleep before I knew it. What? Mai let you what? Whoa, what the? Don't scare us, Roti. Roti, good morning. Oh, morning, you two. I overheard such sweet conversation. I just had to get up. What were you talking about? I just asked if she got any sleep. Oh, of course. It was a tough night for you. Although Mai's heart belongs to me, I'll lend her to you for today, Liliana. Just don't forget she's mine. I don't belong to you. Sorry for always burdening you. I heard Mummy calmed down later that night, but I'm too scared to face her. Liliana's gripped the sheets with her fist, shaking with fear. I can only imagine how much her mother's rejection must have hurt. I think I understand. It's terrifying. But if you don't see her now, you won't get to see her for a while, right? Yes, I think it's likely my mother will be hospitalized once again. But if what you experienced was traumatic, you don't have to see your mother if you don't want to. But if it's not, it might not be a bad idea to say goodbye. But it's okay. Mai and I will be right here. If you have even the smallest desire to see her, we'll cheer you on. Right, although yesterday was frightening, I still want to see her. With you two with me, I'll muster all my courage to see her. It's decided. As soon as you're ready, let's go to your room. Agreed. Thank you. Of course, it can't be that easy though. Your mother's gone. Yeah, after how hard Liliana tried to work up the courage. We made our way to Liliana's room and found it empty. Do you think my mother left because she hates me? Hey, not for 1 second. I bet she's walking around the dorms looking for you too. Yeah, or who knows, Headmistress Midra, the head maid, could be giving her a tour. It's too early for despair. Let's look around. Okay. Let's find your mother. And that becomes the objective of the day. And there's only 3 people to talk to today. Which is kind of short, but sure, why not? Let's go talk to the kids. Oh, Mai, and Roti's here too. Huh? What's up? Liliana stopped us as Roti and I were walking back to our room. Liliana, in the corner of the hall, waved us over to her. Hope it's nothing serious. What do you want? Oh, well, you see... Okay, go for it, Sarah. Sarah? Sarah peeked out from behind Liliana. Good afternoon, Mai. Hello. Good afternoon. Your old pal Roddy's here, too. Oh, right. Sarah was nodding timidly, and she just stared at me for some reason. What? Ah! Oh, I'm scared. Huh? What's the matter, Sarah? Did Mai do anything to you? You've been watching, Rotty. All I did was ask a question. She's crying for no reason at all. I don't get it. I didn't do anything. Sarah began to shake in fear as she watched how I was reacting. Somehow, I've intimidated her again. At this point, I should be the one crying. Sarah, I guess, was always a bit of a baby, but she wants to get past that. I thought she'd be able to grow out of it because she likes you, but it looks like she's terrified of you. You idiot! Liliana, that's supposed to be a secret. That's the best you're going to get for a soft voice. I can't do it that well. Her eyes filled with tears reprimanded her, but I was really surprised that she liked me. Am I terrifying? No, you're okay, you're cute. Rotty was trying to lighten the situation, but I didn't find it comforting at all. Am I really that intimidating? Liliana raised her hand after I muttered that. Can I make a suggestion? Mai, when you have the time, I think you should take some time and objectively consider how you portray yourself to the outside world. It might not hurt to try and do some different things here and there, like smiling. Do you know how to smile, Mai? How about this? Ah! What? Sarah let out a terrifying cry, sending both Liliana and Rotty into a panic. Okay, this time, why don't you really try and show her the best smile you can possibly smile, huh? Come on, Mai, do it. How's this? Huh? Oh, she stopped crying? I finally felt a bit of relief. Releasing my forced smile, Liliana, now smiling too, looked at me with warmth in her eyes. Well, I guess giving a crying child a terrifying smile like that will work too. What? What did you expect from me? Don't worry about it, Mai. There's no need to change your natural smile. Rotty tried to make me feel better, but her words echoed through the hall. It just made me feel more sad. When I think about it, maybe this isn't very natural at all. You make a good point. Yeah, but you don't have to be so down about it, okay? Could you not laugh about it? Sorry, I know. I mean, it would be one thing if Sarah was the one laughing, but... Oh. Oh. They were laughing at her inability to be normal. So this is an old map. It isn't too different from the one before. Oh, but the names seem different. Oh, I feel like I've seen this one before. I think it's a newspaper article you read earlier, the one that had the incident. Oh, that's right. While we were looking into the town's history, we heard the clanging of plates. Someone was coming near us. When we turned around, we saw Paula running this way with a tray in her hands. Mai! Paula put her tray next to my seat. Can I sit with you? Sure. Thank you. Hi, Rotty. Hi, Liliana. There's so many things I want to talk to you about today, Mai. As soon as Paula joined us, it got very noisy. I wanted to focus on reading, but knowing Paula's background now, I can't ignore her. Okay, calm down. Mai's reading right now. Can you wait for just a little while? Oh, okay. I thought about stopping what I was doing, but Rotty really looked out for me there. She convinced Paula to settle down. We can talk a little later, Paula. Okay. She gave me a small nod as I encouraged her. She seemed a little sad as she began to eat her food. I couldn't help but feel bad, but my investigation took priority. Hey Mai, is that book hard to read? It looks like a really big book. Is it going to take a while? Paula started asking me small questions every couple of minutes. Considering how many things she normally asks, I'm certain she's trying her best to hold herself back. Yes, it's going to take a while. I see. Seeing the usually energetic Paula try her best to remain still, I could feel my heart waver within me. I grabbed Paula by the shoulders and sat her right next to me. Mai? She thought I was going to get mad. She looked up to me. I've become soft. I wanted to be really quiet, so I thought you could take a nap here if you wanted. You can rest on my shoulder. Paula looked happy and snuggled up to me. Because she had just finished eating, she fell asleep right away. That was quick. That's so sweet. Your shoulders must be comfortable. Liliana's eyes looked warm. Well, if you want to try them out, Liliana, you're welcome to. Oh, really? I have one shoulder open. I motioned to my other shoulder and Liliana giggled happily. She grabbed her book and Liliana came to my other side and leaned on me. I knew it. It's comfortable. I think about leaning on you like this from time to time, I must say. I think it's because you're a very dependable big sister. Liliana giggled and I pat her head. Rotty, who was watching quietly, began to pout. No fair, Mai. You'll let me do it later too, okay? Still looking up for Paula, who was sleeping, Rossi said it in a hushed voice. Fine, I guess you can do it later too. Okay, later, alright? Mai, she's a tsundere. Roddy is broken. I was in a good mood because of Liliana. I wasn't thinking when I agreed to it. Speaking of tsunderes though, there's Mary over here. Mary? Why is she holding so many things? Lottie, Liliana, I'm gonna go check. Huh? What are you doing? I went up to Mary and grabbed the biggest item she was carrying. Whoa! Mai? Let me help. It's totally fine. I'm on my way home anyway. Yeah, you can't carry all this by yourself. I'll take this one. I'll take the bag then and... Whoa, it's really heavy. Rossi and Liliana came running from behind and started to take Mary's stuff. Come on, girls, I said it was fine. What are you carrying here? Mary was blushing. She opened up one of the bags to let us see inside. It's fabric. I asked the townsmen to donate any they had that they don't need. If I patch them together, I could make clothes and curtains for everyone. You sure are crafty. Yeah, that's a great idea. Don't you think so? So, what will you make with this? I'm curious about what you've been able to make so far. What kind of curtains have you made before? Well... Rossi and Liliana were so impressed they asked question after question. Mary happily answered each one. Phew, we're finally here. Good job, everyone. Once we arrived at the entrance, we set things down for Mary. Hope you're able to make some nice clothes and curtains with these. Yeah, when I'm able to make some good pieces, I'll have to give you a few. It's my way of saying thanks for helping today. Mary smiled. She's tsundere? She sure is. Mary was at least being honest with herself. She seemed to smile in reflex. After teasing her just a little, she turned red. God, shut up! She stormed off. She was too cute. I couldn't help but tease her. Right. It's rare to hear Liliana laugh like a little tricker, but I felt the same way. Moments later, Rossi started to fidget. Hey, Mai. I'm cute too, right? Not really. I wish you could make fun of me like you did with her. Nope. That's so messed up. Whatever, Mai. Forget you. My, Rossi stormed off too. She got her wish though. Liliana watched Rossi stomp off. Let's go, Liliana. Okay. No. Yeah, and that's it for today's event, so we might as well just carry on and end the day. No, she's still nowhere to be found. Yeah, I didn't think she'd be this elusive. We trekked the whole dorm until evening, but it was like Liliana's mother had vanished. There must be other areas we haven't checked yet. Oh, how about Liliana's room? We haven't been there since this morning. Right, we haven't looked there again. In my country, there's a saying that goes, it's darkest under the light post, meaning we tend to miss things just out of sight. Wow, Mai, you're so worldly. Time to visit Liliana's room. Okay. She's not here. Sorry for getting your hopes up. We checked Liliana's room, but her mother hadn't returned yet. It's okay, it's not your fault, Mai. I apologise for dragging you into this mess. I feel like there's still some places we haven't checked. I had a similar feeling, but I couldn't think of them on the spot. Oh, hey you guys, you're still here? It's almost supper time. The head maid trotted past us, calling out with a slight turn as she walked. Come on, make your way to the cafeteria now. I bet you're all famished. I'm sorry, we'll be right there. Oh, say, have you seen Liliana's mother? Oh, you're looking for her? Yeah, I wanted to show her some things before she left, but she's nowhere to be found. Any idea where she is? We searched the dorms and everything. When I went down to town this afternoon, I think I bumped into her. What, really? Really? I was in a rush, so I didn't greet her, but I was certain it was her. I see, thanks for the info. Well, I must be ready for supper, so see you in the cafeteria, okay? Don't take too long. Okay. Well, we have our objective then. Let's go look for her in town in the evening. Once we ensured the head maid was out of sight, we made our move. Hey, she said you saw Liliana's mother in town, right? We spent all day looking in the dorm. No wonder we never found her. You think she's still in town? Confronting Liliana may have been awkward, so her mother left the dorm instead. It's not crazy to think she's still in town, is it? Even if she's not in the dorm, I bet she'd still want to be close to Liliana. Should we check town? Yes. We ditched dinner and decided to venture into Leshiora after dark. Now we know what our next objective is. Where in the world could Liliana's mom be? Oh, Mother. Liliana, it'll be okay. I know you'll find her soon, so don't lose hope. You guys, they gotta be up this way. We're going back up north again into the rural area next time. But before we wrap up, it's time to clean up some episode charts. Because I've been letting this go for a while, and we're gonna get some nice pieces and bits and pieces. We got a nice accessory there. At least I checked back on it because I skipped past it. I was like, what was that? So I'll have to check back on it in a moment. But anyway, next time on Death End Request 2, we're going back up to the rural area after our usual shenanigans or seeing all the optional dialogue to try and look for Liliana's mother and where she could have got off to. But until then, we've still got another 20 seconds. But until then, you guys take care now.